Listen, somebody thought they had all the time in the world to play around with your heart, to play around with your time, to play around with your emotions, to play around with themselves. They thought they had all the time in the world. They never thought that this day right here will find you and find them. They never thought that you would really walk away. They thought you would wait on them. Somebody really believed in their mind that you would wait on them as they ran the streets, as they did what they wanted to do, as they continued to be in and out, whatever it is they had going on in their lives. They thought you would wait on them. But can I tell you, sweetheart, time waits for no man, and you can't either. You cannot put your life on hold. They can't bet on themselves, so you can't bet on them. They can't love themselves, so you cannot love them. They thought you would wait, though. They really believed that you would wait around while they were out there playing a whole game. Welcome to those of you that are new to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your Super Thanks, your thumbs up, your comments, your likes, your shares, all of that. Please know I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank y'all for continuing to just show up every time I post. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate that, y'all. We just feeding off each other. Iron sharpening iron. I love you all so much. Thank y'all for that. So those of you that are new, yes, I'm reading from some index cards. I write on them before I get online, and I just allow the Spirit to speak to me and through me regarding your situation. So let's start with the first one, y'all. Romans 13:11. And do this, understanding the present time. The hour has already come for you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer now than we first believed. Let me read it again. Romans 13:11. And do this, understanding the present time. The hour has already come. The hour has already come. Somebody already behind. The hour has already come for you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer now than we first believed. Than we first believed. They thought you would wait, sweetheart. They were already in the negative, and they didn't even realize that, because you were so quiet. You was just taking note. You allowed them to continue to do what they were doing, and they thought they had all the time in the day, not realizing that they were already in the negative with you. All it took was that last straw, and you said, that's it, that's all. I'm done. And now they are baffled. Now they're confused, like, what's going on? What happened? I didn't know all of this and all of that. That's because you were quietly watching, silently letting them make a complete mockery of themselves. Of themselves. They thought you would wait. They thought you would wait on them. Y'all, let's get into the first one. They wanted to try all their options before choosing you. Again, they thought you would wait on them, so they were out there playing around, playing the field, laying it low, spreading it wide, keeping it 100. And they thought that you would wait around while they tried all their options before choosing you. But listen, sweetheart, nobody got to choose you. You already chosen. You're not an option to nobody. I said that before. You're already chosen. You're the prize. You are the prize. You are the blessing. Humbly, it is what it is. You are that. You are it. People don't want you to talk like that and think like that, because they already know that you are, but they don't want you to know that you are. And so they played around. They wanted to try out every other person, every other thing, be out here with all their other friends before they really gave you the time or the day or the attention that you truly deserved. And y'all, let me tell you something that I really dislike about this whole relationship thing, because I feel like the spirit is walking heavy for some reason in these relationships. I guess this is what's keeping us as a collective stagnant or just guessing and stressing. And I'm not saying that you're there now. Maybe you were, because we're healing. Claim that for yourself. We're healing. We're coming up out of that. We're not in that energy anymore. This is just a past tense for some of you. Some of you may be just awakening. But wherever you are on this journey, I just want to say this. I have a whole problem with two things. And I'll say a problem, but it's also disheartening to see a person that never ever get it and they never ever change. That's so sad to me. Whether it's a man or a woman, to see a 70, 80-year-old man still out here trying to live like they're in their 20s. Still out here playing around with all these different people, these different men, women and men, still out here manipulating people. That's extremely sad to me. That means you never ever really live life. You think you're living, but you're not. You out here dancing with the devil. And whatever he gives you is always short-lived. It's always short-lived. It's just a quick fix. It's a quick high. That's it. That's it. So that's the first thing, that people that never ever change or even try to change. That's very, very sad to me. Another thing is to see, and I'm going to use the men as example, but the women do it too. To see a man out here, he used all his youthful years and he played the field and he got a whole wife and a family at home. And then when he get dried up, when he get old, when he get tired of playing the field, he ready to come back to his wife and play house. And again, this could be the woman too. They go out there and they do all these things, use up their energy, their time, in their youthful years. And then when they get tired and broke down and don't have nothing to give nobody energetically, they want to come back home and now have the wife to nurture them, to bring them back to life. When she's been there the whole time, holding down the fort the whole time. I got a whole problem with that. And y'all listen, these are the things right here that as chosen ones, we're breaking that. We're exposing that. My mom made a whole joke one time before about it's better to have a piece of man than no man. Yes, it may have been a joke to her, but some people out here operating like that. And maybe it's better to have a piece of woman than no woman. No, sir, no, ma'am. I don't want none of your fragmented pieces, especially when I'm working on trying to be whole. I don't have time to take your little bit and put it with mine and keep trying to build you up. And every time I put you back together, every time I love on you, every time I bring you back to life, you run off with somebody else. And then you come back broken again and I'm trying to put you back together. That's done. Those are those generational curses that we're now exposing, that we're now coming up out of. If I gotta be single for a while, then so be it. But God does not want us to be with people that are like that, y'all. That's not for us. It's not. And I don't care what age you're at. That's why when you start to awaken and some of these people looking around your family like, y'all getting a divorce? Y'all been married for 20, 30 years. Now all of a sudden you getting a divorce because you didn't realize you were living in an illusion and delusion all these years. You were taking the fragmented pieces. You were taking their bare minimum and trying to make something out of nothing. When God is saying, I'm calling you out of that. There's more for you. There's better for you. You are that person who's breaking that curse. Whoever's listening to this and is resonating with you, you are breaking that. Maybe these may have been your parents that operated like that and you've seen it for yourself. You're supposed to be breaking that. Don't get in a situation where you continue on that cycle. No, it's not easy, but you've been given the strength, the power, the authority to do it. It's you. Again, they wanted to try all their options before choosing you. But we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm the one and the two. Or either you go on about your day, and that's cool too. Let's go to the next one. Asking for the bare minimum became too much because they were in fear of commitment. Again, y'all, we talking about these individuals that's around here playing games, thinking you will wait, giving you the bare minimum. But then when you ask for the bare minimum, they feel like it's too much because they don't want to commit. All you asking is like, hey, please text me when you get home so I know you good. All you're asking like, hey, can you come show up, take me out on a date? Maybe like every Friday. I'm cool with just once a week if you want to do that. But because they're afraid of commitment, because they got all these other options, because they want to go hang out with this person, that person, this other friend, that friend, they felt like your bare minimum, you asking for these small things were too much because they did not want to commit. They're in fear of commitment. They're in fear of commitment. They feel like if they commit to you, because some of these people really love you, they really want to be around you. Maybe they cherished it, but they didn't know what to do with you. They didn't know what to do with you. You came whole. Again, we're talking about people that may be fragmented, and we're not talking about them because, we're downplaying them or nothing like that. This is so you can know what's going on and you can heal. And they too will heal in their own way at their own time. But again, y'all, you asking for the bare minimum became too much because they were in fear of commitment. Telling you asking too much. You doing too much. Because they didn't want to step up. They're in fear that if they give you too much, they might get wrapped up and tied up in your love and your whole dynamic and lose themselves. Lose that player energy. Let's go to the next one. Your constant grace and understanding made them believe you will never leave. Your constant grace and understanding made them believe you would never leave. Again, y'all, I think I said at the beginning that they were out here, and because you were quiet, you were taking mental note, they felt like they was good, that they had all the time and the day to play around with you, to play in your face. They didn't realize how they were on the edge. They were on the breaking point, that you were at the edge of it all. They didn't even take the time to check in with you to see where you were, whether you were hot or cold, whether you were good or not. They were so self-absorbed that they forgot all about you until it was time for them to come in and plug in, get that energy, get that high, and then run off and give it to whoever, whenever, however. Again, your constant grace and understanding made them believe you will never leave. Let's go to the last one, y'all. You gave them the shovel and they dug the ditch. You gave them the shovel and they dug the ditch. These individuals could have took that shovel and locked it up with their emotions. But they decided to take this shovel and dig the ditch for themselves. They decided to, back that shovel up with their pride and their ego and dug a ditch for themselves. And then the moment you blew up, the moment you said I'm done, the moment you start running it back from A to Z and telling them what it is and what it ain't, all of a sudden they're confused. It's victim mode, is what happened. Because they were so focused on themselves that they missed that you were being over here disregarded, overlooked. They didn't care. Y'all, let's keep it 100. At that time, they did not care. Maybe they're now healing and they're seeing the errors of their ways. But again, allow them to go through that process. Don't go back trying to, check in and see what's going on unless the spirit tells you. Because there are moments where it's, you might be led to go check in. And if they coming in with that same old energy, put them back in the oven. They need to cook some more. Period. But they took that shovel and they dug the ditch for themselves. They dug the ditch for themselves. Listen, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all again for continuing to just show up every single time I post. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your love, your support, your shares. Please know I appreciate each and every single one of you. Continue to walk heavy, continue to be bold, continue to heal at your own pace, your own time. I'm only on here to love on you, to motivate you, to give you information, insight, but this is your journey. It's your journey. Don't let anybody who hadn't walked in your shoes try to tell you what you should do and how you should do it and how you should grieve. No, sir, no, ma'am. Thank you, but no thank you. I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.